What's going on, guys? Bank Rubber Games here, more ADACA. And last episode, when we left off, it was another really cool episode where we made our way through a very strange area. And yeah, some of the enemies are starting to get a bit tougher. The conflux enemies are a bit more armoured, and we're running into more heavily armoured police enemies, which is really, really cool. But along with that, at the end of the last episode, we fought against a very interesting enemy. So I definitely recommend going back and watching that if you haven't seen it, because this is where the game really starts ramping up. Things get a lot harder and a lot weirder as well. Looks like an all-out war, pretty much, is going on. So this guy had a very bad day. That has given us the arc repeater, and this isn't a weapon I've used before, I don't think. So pretty cool to test it out. So yeah, that's a secret that I missed out on the first time I played through this. Seems very, very powerful. I've noticed the rounds like bouncing off enemies that we've been hitting with it. Yeah, very, very powerful weapon actually. Here we do need to be very, very careful. There's that enemy there. I think it is. Has like a target locator on him, and he can fire shells from the ship down to you. I don't know if he managed to get that shot off. Yes, he did. But I think he missed very badly.
Runners.
Just need to keep an eye out for that target locator, so you can make use of the artillery strikes itself. In the meantime, I'm definitely happy using the fusion cannon. So here is the target locator. Now let us control the airstrikes here, or the artillery. A flamethrower was a thing in the game, so that's really cool to find this, but unfortunately, given our other weapon is the target locator, and with what I know is coming up next, I don't think the flamethrower is a very good option, so we are going to have to switch back to our arc repeater, unfortunately. Hopefully we get lucky and manage to pick up a flamethrower at another point, and then that way we can test it out in a situation that's a little bit more appropriate for it. So before we move forward, we want to use the target locator, see if we can take out this tank. You will notice that enemy has an RPG on them, so we still need to be careful of them in case they spot us. And I think there's an RPG in this truck or in a nearby building that you can use to take out the truck. Take out the tank. Keep saying truck. That was quite unlucky. I think we're going to have to resort to the RPG. Some C4 you can use as well. Some rocket ammo. I'm pretty sure there is a RPG in one of the buildings we can use though. I'm going to keep the target locator on us just because I think there is another bit coming up that it can make things a little bit easier. So there is a tactical SMG, same as the regular SMG. A lot less recoil and it's suppressed. I think it's a bit more accurate as well. I'm happy with our current loadout though. I'm not too worried about it. I am liking this art repeater though. Very, very cool. And this is somewhere where we need to be careful. There is one of them tougher enemies there. See if we can take them out. Artillery strike. Or you can just bludgeon him with a crate. Works very, very well in if the artillery strike isn't being your friend. I'm going to come off the target locator just because it's not the most fun thing to use. It is really, really cool that they give it to you. It's just a little bit too inconsistent, I find. Still very, very cool though. Here these guys do have a new sidearm for us, being the plasma pistol. It's quite cool. It fires reasonably fast, or you can hold down the alt fire, and then when you let go, it does a little burst like that. I haven't found the alt fire too useful, but I'll see if I can test it out at some point against some of these enemies. You'll also notice that they move much faster. I'd much rather just use the primary fire, I think. New type of cultist here. I'll go down and get their weapons in a second. So these guys do have the carbine on them, and it's a weapon we've used briefly before, but I didn't keep it on us for too long, and it is a weapon I really, really enjoy using. So we're going to equip that. And here's a really, really cool weapon that I didn't know we could get this early, being a heavy SMG, and looks quite a lot like a Bison. Really, really cool, with the massive magazine. Obviously there were these weapons here, but we have actually seen it in a much earlier episode, being the concussion rifle, and I always find it quite difficult to use, and the damage just isn't worth it. So I'm going to stick with the heavy SMG. But from what I remember, we're going to be a bit better off using the carbine for a minute. Very accurate and quite powerful as well. Quite good at all ranges as well because of how quickly you can fire it. And that guy does have the fusion cannon on him. So yeah, he definitely messed us up. Don't know where that guy went. I would again stick with the fusion cannon, but we do need something with a little bit more range with it. And I do want to show off that heavy SMG a little bit better, so that gives it a bit more justice. It does absolutely melt through ammo though. Here we need to be very, very careful. That guy isn't too much of a threat, but there's someone else on one of the towers that I'm pretty sure they have an RPG or something. It might be a concussion rifle, actually. And yeah, it's one of those guys. And you can just run if you want, but as long as you're careful, you can take him out with not too much trouble. But he will knock you off that pipe, and yeah, you won't do too well. From what I remember, this level is quite a long level, and looking at how long this episode has been so far, I think here's actually a pretty good place to wrap it up. But next episode will be very, very fun, and obviously we've got a lot of story explanation there, which is really, really cool, and now we know what Chops is up to, and yeah, really, really cool. Like the concept of it, and how there's actually a bit of payoff, and that carries on throughout the rest of the game as well. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and been enjoying the series so far. If you have been enjoying the series, make sure to like and subscribe for more, and then that way you won't miss out on anything. But thanks again for watching. I always appreciate having you guys here, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.